Here is exercise 4.1. It's a question number 4. Write equations for the following statements. Dear student, here we need to form an equation. Okay. So here the first one is on the screen. You can see the sum of numbers x and 4 is 9. The sum of numbers x and 4. You know very well sum means plus x and 4. So x and 4 it's a sum that is equal to 9. So the first equation will become x plus 4 equal to 9. Second is here 2 subtracted from y is 8. 2 we are going to subtract from y. Y is unknown variable here. We are subtracting 2 from y. Y is here. We are subtracting 2 from y. The result is 8. So equation will become y minus 2 equal to 8. Third one, 10 times a is 70. Yes, student, here a is unknown variable. Here the unknown variable is a. And if we want to have the 10 times of a, so it will be 10a. 10 times of a will be 10a. Clear to you? And that is equal to 70. So we need to write 10a equal to 70. So the fourth is on your screen. The number b divided by 5 gives 6. Dear student, here the number b, unknown variable is b, and we are going to divide it by 5. So we need to write here b divided by 5. This is known as b divided by 5. The result, it gives the result 6. So I need to write here 6. So equation will become b divided by 5 equal to 6. Clear? Now, next, 3/4. 3/4. The meaning of 3/4 of t. Unknown variable is t here. So 3/4 of t means 3/4 t. 3/4 of t. That is 3/4 t equal to, it is 15. That is equal to 15. Sixth now, 7 times m plus 7 gets you 77. Here m is unknown variable. Try to understand 7 times m. 7 times m is 7m plus 7. So I am writing plus 7. That gets you 77. So here it is 77. So our equation will become 7m plus 7 equal to 77. So the seventh is on your screen here. 1/4 of a number x minus 4 gives 4. Which variable is here? X. 1/4 of a number x. So you know very well, dear student, 1/4 of x. 1/4 of a number means 1/4 x. That gives the minus 4. Here it is minus 4. That gives the result 4. Clear to you? Here unknown variable is x. So 1/4 of x minus 4 that gives the result 4. So the equation will become 1/4x minus 4 equal to 4. Eighth is here. If you take away 6 from 6 times y, you get 60. Dear student, here unknown variable is y. First of all, 6 times of y, that is 6y. Agree? 6 times of y, that is 6y. And we are here take away. What is the meaning of take away? Minus, subtracting. 6 we are subtracting. Take away 6. take away 6 means subtracting 6 from 6y, then we will get here 60 as a result. So dear students, 6y minus 6 equal to 60. Clear to you? Now next is, if you add 3 to 1/3 of z, the variable is z here, you get 30. 1/3 of z, that is 1 by 3z. Agree? 1/3 of z means 1 by 3z, and you add 3 to 3. What we are adding? 3 in that. So plus 3. So the result is 30. Once again I am explaining here. 1/3 of z. So 1 by 3z plus 3, that gives the result 30. So the equation will become 1/3 z plus 3 equal to 30. This is question 4 complete here. So my dear student, here question 5 of exercise 4.1 says, write the following equations in statement form. Means in the question we are given this is as an equation and we need to write in a statement form. Dear student, it depends on us how we want to write. Okay, because there are not a single way of writing these statement form in statement form. There are different ways. So first of all, suppose I have this equation p plus 4 equal to 15, then I need to write here this way. 4 is added in p. We need to write 4 is added to p gives 15. Means result is 15. Let's try to understand one more. Second, we are given m minus 7, that is equal to 3. In this equation, m is unknown variable here. So first of all, we need to write 7 is subtracted. 7 is subtracted from m. 7 is subtracted from m gives 3. It gives 3 as a result. So we need to mention it gives 3. Now one more is here. 2m equal to 7. Third one is this. So what is the answer? Here unknown variable is m. So we need to mention here this is m and we are taking double of m, or you can use the word twice of m. So we need to mention here twice of m gives 7. Twice of m gives 7. This is the way how we want to write it in a statement form. So my dear student, fourth equation what we are given, just look at your screen. M by 5 equal to 3. So how to write in a statement form? We need to write 5 is divided, m is divided by 5. I'm correcting, sorry. M is divided by 5 gives 3. It is m divided by 5 in my book given. Okay. So if it is m divided by 7, so you need to mention m is divided by 7. Okay. Whatever is given according to the question, you can change. Okay. Now the fifth one here given 3m upon 5 equal to 6. So how to write in a statement form? First we are multiplying m. Unknown variable is m. This m is multiplied by 3 by 5, or you can write 3/5. M is multiplied by 3/5. So we need to write here m is multiplied by 3 by 5. By 3/5 also you can write 3/5 gives 6. Gives 6 as a result. One more I am choosing which equation we are given in next. 3p plus 4 equal to 25. So I need to write this equation in a statement form this way. 4 is added to 3 times p. 4 is added to 3 times p gives 25. 4 is added to 3 times p gives 25. So the seventh equation in the question we are given 4p minus 2 equal to 18. So how to write it in a statement form? Here we are subtracting 2 from 4 times of p. So we need to write 2 is subtracted from 4 times of p. 4 times of p gives 18. This gives the result 18. One more is there. Let's try to understand. P divided by 2 plus 2 equal to 8. The next equation we are given P divided by 2 plus 2 equal to 8. So P by 2 plus 2 equal to 8 can be written as, you can mention here, 2 is added in the half of P. 2 is added in the half of P. Here P, half of P is there. P is a non-variable, gives 8. Dear student, as I told you, there are different technique to understand all these things or to write in a different way in a statement form. So it varies from student to student. Whatever you want to write, you must be sure about all this statement. This is question 5 complete. So, my dear student, here question number 6 of the exercise 4.1 is here. Set up an equation in the following cases. Here in the question 4 cases we are given. Which are they? Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles Parmit has. Irfan has 37 marbles. Beside this, in a bracket, we are given take M to be the number of Parmit's marble. Very easy. So first of all, the hint is also given. We are starting our solution with that only. Let M be the number of Parmit's marble. Let M be the number of Parmit's marbles. So how to form a statement? Irfan said he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marble Parmit has. Parmit has 5 times marbles. 5 times of Parmit marble is 5m, as we are choosing m as a variable. So 5 times of m, this is the marble with Parmit m, and that has been multiplied by 5. So 5 times of Parmit marbles, and it is 7 more than that. 7 more than that, the result is 37 marbles. These marbles are finally with Irfan. So this is the statement we are given, and through that we need to write this as a statement form. Once again I am explaining here. Look at your screen. Here M is a Parmit marble. So number of Parmit marble is 5 times. And we are adding 7 than that, more than 7 than that, gives the result 37. So this is 5m plus 7 equal to 37 is the result or a equation of the given statement. What we are given in the second, let me read it and let's try to write it in a statement form. The two number we are given, Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. He is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. Okay. Take Lakshmi's age to be Y years. Okay. In the question we are given, we need to take Lakshmi's age Y years. So let Lakshmi's age be Y years. If Lakshmi's age is Y years, then in the question, according to the question, we need to find the statement 3 times Lakshmi's age. Look at your screen. 3 times Lakshmi's age means 3y. Agree? 3 times Lakshmi's age means 3y. And 4 years older means we need to add. 4 years older means bigger. So 3y plus 4, that is the age of Lakshmi's father, that is 49 years. So this is the statement form 3y plus 4 equal to 49. Now let's try to understand the third. So my dear student, third one is on your screen. The teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. The highest score is 87. Take the lowest score to be small l. Dear student, we need to take here, let the lowest score be L, be small l. Okay, here it is L symbol we are given, L variable we are given. Now let's form an equation. Let's try to form an equation. Teacher tells the class the highest mark obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest mark. Twice the lowest. What is lowest? L. What is the twice of lowest? Is it 12? Twice of the lowest mark, that is 12 and plus 7. This gives plus 7 and the result is score for the highest marks is 87 to the right side. So dear student, the equation will become 12 plus 7 equal to 87. Here L is a unknown variable. Keep this in mind, okay? Now let's proceed towards the fourth. What we are given? In an isosceles triangle, the vertex angle is twice either base angle. Let the base angle be B in degrees. Remember that the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So very easy, very simple dear student. Let's move with the next, that is fourth. In an isosceles triangle. Dear student, you know very well isosceles triangle means two sides are equal. So let me draw one triangle isosceles, this is, and here this is the vertex angle. This is called vertex angle. So I am mentioning here it is vertex angle. We are asked that the vertex angle, that is angle, sorry, let the base angle we are given. These two are the base angle, okay? These two are the base angle and the degree of the base angle is B we are given. Okay. So how to form the equation? So base angle will be, so according to the question, base angles are B. Okay. Means this is also B and this is also B. And we are asked the vertex angle is twice either the base angle. So what will be the measure of vertex angle? Of course, the vertex angle, it will be double than the base angle, so it will be 2b. Okay. Now, as we know, angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle says, angle sum property of a triangle says sum of all three angles. Now, this will become, what is this measurement? That is 2b. So sum of all these angles, so 2b plus b plus b that is equal to 180 degree. We know the sum of angle of all the angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. Please remember, dear student, sum of all three angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. Now here this base angle is B, this angle is B, and this vertex angle is double than the base angle, so it will be 2B. So finally equation, if we add all this, 2B plus B plus B, that is 4B. 4B equal to 180 degree. This is the equation for the last question. I hope it's clear to you. Here successfully we completed exercise 4.1, which is quite easy.